I looked up Bugs Bunny cartoons, Warner Brothers, and I was really pleased with that I could find anything at all on YouTube. I can watch old episodes if I want to. I am the founder of Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny, but I don't have that I founded it in this world because I am alive here as this God form, Godhead. That would be from that it's the order and that I can see it here, that I did that elsewheres. What's wrong with it is I don't have any form to be here. Elsewhere's elsewhere's like before I was formed here. It's not really where. That's why I said elsewhere's. Not really elsewhere's. It's true that I don't have formed here without the threatening that I was the founder of much of this world order, but not really the world itself. The world is an illegal, unclean death out of myself, and I can be here in a way, but mostly I can't because it's not due to know you. It's not due to say to you that I am myself never here in the world because it's a world. I put it out of myself to be a world, and I don't really dwell here myself until it just became too low for me to be elsewhere. Now I'm here and it's too low for me to be here. This you not knowing how to spend every day of your life. You don't know how to take your present moment and make a self with it and get a death out of it. And you don't know how to get a higher life form next time, which isn't offered really. But it's true that you don't know how to death your shunts, that you have an unclean death of something of yourself, and then you have to get another unclean death and another unclean death. You're not supposed to escalate the threatening with God and make myself homeless. I delighted in Looney Tunes when I was in high school, and I saw it before that when I was younger. I don't know how old I was. Saturday morning cartoons. Well, I used to watch the Smurfs when I was really young. The Looney Tunes, I don't remember when I saw that in the first house I lived in. In the second house I lived in, which was a condominium, I saw Looney Tunes on Saturday mornings before I played tennis. I used to have happy in my life. I'm in the same God form, Godhead I was at the time I was watching Looney Tunes. And that was so long ago, and I was more or less happy at the time, but I didn't have my life set for my future, and my future plummeted into the bottom of myself. I've never been so low in myself, and I do want a death out of myself being this low because it's like a cartoon in real life. Unfortunately, I did get hit in the face and when I was out in public, and they're threatening to put their hands on me here to put me out of this apartment building exactly on their point, as though they're God, and you're not God on a point if you have to do something to somebody else that is not yourself. That is not a point. It's true that I don't know you when I'm shouted at you and you think I'm on a point that you're going to do something about it. And that's not true that I think that. It's true that you're alone in the wrong. And I'm frustrated that you insist on being alone in the wrong as though it's not wrong. That's the blasphemy you are when I'm shouted. That you insist, that you impostor yourself, that you are not wrong. And that's a blasphemy in front of me. And that's not really a point that I'm angry with. That is you being a blasphemy. And I'm angry with the traveling of blasphemy after I leave with my shout. I hope in the afterlife that if I'm still feminine, Godhead, I hope that I still eat in the afterlife. I hope I see some of the things that I have good memories of. I hope I see that again. Um, I hope I have my own television for if I need it to watch something that I might like. Um, I hope that I have my own home gym, but nothing that I would get hurt on. Oh, yeah, I don't want to be afraid of having an injury if I have a home gym. Yeah, I would have sex in the afterlife, so I wouldn't really want to work out too much. But I want something of what was taken away from me when I was alive, which was exercise. Somebody stole my gym keys and tennis keys and everything I was doing, swimming keys. I lost everything that was athletic when Charles Toe abducted myself, and I had like poor health after that. And I want good health again after I die. Um, I still want to work in the afterlife about being judged to decease myself out of the prison. A lot of that will go on without me because I sleep, because I have a head that sleeps. And I don't afford that I'm still in the Godhead, but I don't have a choice because I'm not moving the creation without this God form, Godhead being deceased. And it's a long way from deceased because of the 45 years of alive of thieving abductions of myself. And I can't believe you all think that is a way of life, that that is okay. That's not what okay means. That is a massive abuse of what is defined as okay, or over the keys, open with keys, on keys, option keys. It's really not fair that you think that okay is when you do something and it's yes because you're yourself. That's not really okay to other people, and that's not a defined okay for everyone. And you're due to say you're an individual, you need to die in God, and that's what's okay. Are you on your way as an individual to die in God? It's okay, but you might be over the keys, would still be outside of the keys. Yeah. Okay could be outside of the keys, and you're okay that way. Looney Tunes in the afterlife. I would like to study the Looney Tunes. I can do some of that now, but the YouTube I think is small on the cell phone. So I don't know if that's a good way. Some of the ugly Looney Tunes, like they're not really the excellent definition of the characters. I like the full color definition characters, Looney Tunes, that are like the I want to say original Looney Tunes, and it's hard to see that change into the lower life form Looney Tunes. I don't like those. I would like to know a little bit about why. I can do that now, but I'm talking about the afterlife because I don't have my keys the way I want them here. I'm not really as calm as I need to be to watch Looney Tunes because it's about maniacal scream being in a cartoon. I'm not supposed to live in maniacal scream watching the front door while I'm sleeping. Problem that I have now. I don't know what's going to happen to myself in the keys. I don't want another conflict, but I'm doing very well in God. So I have to say yes to God and let Him do what He's going to do with myself. Although it looks like I'm coming to myself deceased, it's true that I am. Yes. I'm ordered deceased. I'm coming to myself deceased within the hour, if you know what I mean.